To make sure you're not caught in the wind and the rain or any bridge closures, make sure you go to courtney.ca. Upcoming next year, we have WinterJam, and it's going to be a month of celebration for Courtney's 100th birthday. With me now is Doug Cox, who is the artistic director of Vancouver Island Music Fest, as well as for WinterJam.
Well, we have all kinds of shows coming up with WinterJam. I'm really excited about the lineup, and it's going to kind of take over the Comox Valley for January. The first show that we have is Tom Paxton and Valdy. We're calling that the Folk Legends Show. And Tom Paxton, even if you don't think you know him, you do. He wrote things like Last Thing on My Mind and The Marvelous Toy. And, that's the first show. The second show is at the Best Western, and it's a band called Locarno. I have to say it right. And for people that are fans of the Paperboys, this is an offshoot of the Paperboys. Tom, who was the leader of that band, is a Mexican. And Locarno kind of celebrates his Latin American roots. So it's going to be kind of a world beat dance at the Best Western. We have a show called Guitar Galore featuring Rick Vito and Billy Burnett. Both of those guys were in the band Fleetwood Mac. And if you look on our website, you can see that the history of who they've played with is astounding. It's everybody from Ray Charles to Bob Seger, two world famous guitar players that are going to jam together, and that's kind of an electric show. We have a Sunday show with Martha Redbone, who was one of the headliners at Music Fest a couple years ago, joined by the Sojourners, who are probably Canada's best Baptist gospel singers. And they were at Winter Bites last year, so they're going to be at WinterJam again this year. We have a fantastic blues show with the great Corey Harris, who's one of the great young Afro-American blues players. He's my favorite, so I'm thrilled he's coming. He'll be doing an intimate concert at Crown Isle. And then we have the lead singer from 5440, Neil Osborne, who's going to come do an intimate show at Crown Isle as well. It will just be him singing his songs and telling stories about what he wrote and why he wrote it. We have a show called Boogie Night with Tom Lavin and the legendary Powder Blues Band. I don't think they've been here for a long time. That's going to be a dance at the Philbrick Center. Here at the Sid Williams Theatre, we've got a show with the country singer Michelle Wright, who hasn't been here for a few years either. So we've got all kinds of stuff. One of the shows that I'm most excited about is called The Great Guitars, and that's going to be at the Philbrick Center. And we've got three of the best international guitar players. Martin Taylor, who's considered to be like the best fingerstyle jazz guitarist. Lawrence Juber, who used to be Paul McCartney's guitar player in the band Wings. And Peppino D'Agostino, who's a wonderful Italian guitar player. They're only doing that show here. They're all coming to North America to be at the NAMM show in California, which is a big music industry show. And when I found out they were all coming, I just said, hey, why don't you guys come do a warm-up show? So that's going to be a great one. And we have the first real jazz concert that we've promoted as Music Fest is the Marcus Roberts Trio. Marcus is, Wynton Marsalis called him the greatest living jazz pianist. And there's also a Marsalis in the band from the famous New Orleans family. So those are, I think that's everything, but it's going to be a heck of a month. Tickets are online at winterjam.ca or at islandmusicfest.com. They're going fast for all of the shows, so get them quick.
From the Sid Williams Theatre, this is Judy Murakami for Shaw TV.